Earth once had two moons. One of them vanished, and scientists just found where it's been hiding. Most people never think about the moon. It's just there. Every night, same place, same face. But here's what no one tells you in school. That moon you've looked at your entire life, it might not be alone. Not a metaphor, not a theory from the internet. In 2011, two planetary scientists ran a simulation. Over and over, different variables, different speeds, and in result after result, Earth didn't form one moon, it formed two. The second one was smaller, about the size of a large country. Quiet, dark, barely visible. It orbited Earth for tens of millions of years, silently, patiently, and then one day it was gone. Now here's the question that should bother you. Where did it go? Scientists thought it just drifted away, lost to deep space. But the real answer is much stranger and much closer than anyone expected. To find the missing moon, you have to look at the one we still have, specifically, the side we never see. The far side of the moon is one of the strangest places in the solar system. Humans didn't see it until 1959. A Soviet spacecraft flew around and sent back photos. The scientists were baffled. The near side of the moon, the face we see every night, is flat, smooth, covered in dark plains. But the far side? Mountains, towering ridges, thick, ancient crust, almost twice as deep in places. For decades, nobody could explain the difference. Then the simulations ran, and suddenly it made sense. The second moon didn't drift away. It didn't explode. It fell. Not a violent crash, no fireball, more like a slow, inevitable collapse. Over thousands of years, it spiraled closer, and when it finally touched the moon, it didn't destroy it, it merged with it, like a wave of rock pouring over the surface, piling up on the far side. The moon you look at every night is already two moons, fused together, inseparable. But the real mystery starts here. What if the second moon had never fallen? Imagine you standing on a beach. It's night, clear sky. You look up, two moons, one large and silver, one smaller, rust-colored, hanging lower, beautiful. And then you notice the water. It's moving, not waves, not wind, the entire ocean rising. This is what the scientists call a resonance tide. When two moons align in the sky, their gravitational poles don't just add together, they amplify each other. The ocean doesn't rise by a meter, it rises by dozens. Every coastline on Earth submerged, not during a storm, not during a disaster, just Tuesday, every month, like clockwork. Every time the two moons line up, the sea surges inland. Bangladesh, Vietnam, the Netherlands, Egypt's coast, every low-lying civilization in human history never gets to build. The great ancient ports, Alexandria, Carthage, early Rome, none of them exist because the sea never stayed long enough for them to let them. But that's not the part that keeps scientists awake at night. Here's what does. The moon doesn't just move water, it stabilizes Earth's tilt. Right now, Earth tilts at 23.5 degrees. That tilt, that small, precise angle, is why we have seasons, why crops grow, why life spread across the planet. A second moon pulling from a different angle would slowly, silently begin to shift that tilt. Not in a year, not in a century, but over millions of years. Earth wobbles. Winters that last decades, summers that turn entire continents to dust, ice ages that arrive without warning. The planet doesn't die, but it becomes hostile,
different, unrecognizable. And in that world, we might not have ever existed at all. Everything so far points to catastrophe. 2 moons, chaos, no humans. But here's where the story turns, and I need you to stay with me on this one because it changes everything. Go back, way back, 4 billion years ago. Earth is young, barely formed. No forests, no animals, no oxygen, just rock, ocean, and the slow churning chemistry of a planet trying to figure itself out. Life didn't just appear one day. It had to be built, molecule by molecule, in shallow tidal pools where the sea washed in, deposited chemicals, then pulled back out, in and out, like the planet was breathing. Those tidal pools are now believed to be the birthplace of the first complex molecules, the first building blocks of life. And what drives tidal pools? The moon. So now, imagine 2 moons, twice the tidal energy, twice the chemical mixing, hundreds of thousands more tidal pools spread across every coastline on every continent. Life doesn't just start, it starts faster, louder, in more places at once. Scientists estimate a 2-moon Earth might have developed complex life hundreds of millions of years earlier than we did. Hundreds of millions of years. What do you do with that much extra time? Here's the eerie part. In that timeline, something has had longer to evolve than we have. Not us, not humans. Something that came before us. Something shaped by double tides and shifting seasons and 2 moons watching from above. We have no idea what that looks like, and in our timeline, we're the ones running behind. Here's why none of this is just a thought experiment. Right now, NASA and the ESA are scanning the sky, looking for planets that could support life. They've found thousands, orbiting distant stars, different sizes, different distances, and many of them have multiple moons. For years, scientists assumed Earth was the template: 1 sun, 1 moon, 1 habitable world. But the 2-moon research quietly changed that thinking. If stronger tides accelerate life, then planets with 2 moons might actually be better at creating it, not worse. We've been filtering out the wrong planets, marking them as too unstable, too chaotic. But what if chaotic is exactly the right condition for life? What if the universe is full of 2-moon worlds, teeming with something, and we've been ignoring every single one of them? There's a number called the Drake equation, a formula scientists use to estimate how many intelligent civilizations exist in the galaxy. Most estimates put the number somewhere between tens of thousands and millions, but those estimates were based on Earth as the model. Change the model, add a 2nd moon, and the number goes up, way up. Something out there right now might be looking up at 2 moons and asking the exact same question we're asking. Are we alone? End somewhere quiet. Go outside tonight. Find the moon. Look at it. Not the romantic version, not the thing poets write about. The real one. A scarred, ancient, airless rock, 3,474 kilometers wide, covered with craters from billions of years of collisions. That moon has been watching this planet before the oceans existed. It watched the first fish crawl onto land. It watched the dinosaurs rise and disappear. It watched the first human look up and wonder what it was. And buried inside it, on the far side you've never seen, is the remains of another world, the 2nd moon, fused into the one you're looking at. It didn't survive separately, but it's still there, pressed into the mountains, locked in the highlands, silent. Here's what I want you to sit with. If that 2nd moon had stayed, just stayed in orbit, you would not exist. Not you specifically, not humans, not civilization. Everything that makes your life possible, the stable seasons, the predictable tides, the calm climate, all of it depends on that collision happening exactly the way it did. The second moon had to fall. It had to become part of the first. It had to disappear so that you could appear. The universe ran a calculation 4.5 billion years ago, and the answer was you. How do you feel about the moon now? I think about that a lot, honestly, that the moon isn't just beautiful, it's the reason any of us are here. If you felt that too, subscribe, because that's what this channel is. Questions that stay with you.